Sebastian Bordoin. So with that said, good stick check there from Jake Gilmore. And Gilmore, of course, offensively very good, this time on the defensive end holding his own. John St. John now will set things up. One of the league's leading scorer coming into this game. And one of the mainstays on this Oshawa team. St. John looking for the roll. That one gets knocked down, picked up. And good defense by McDonald. That swing pass looking down low to Laskowicz. Couldn't connect. Shot clock violation. Possession will go back to Paris. And it's Agus. He'll get it over the timeline. Wait for some help, maybe, possibly. And another good stick check, this time from Ryan Nolan. And in transition, here come the Outlaws. Putting on the brakes, Peyton Wallace. He'll wait. Big shot steered aside there by Cosgrove. And it's picked up now and moved up in a hurry. Agus in transition, one-on-one, gets a shot off, picks up his own rebound, fresh clock. Good D there as they get tangled. But bailing him out is Eric Lemaire, and Lemaire pockets the first goal of this game, his fourth of the season. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Riverwolves. Have to keep your eye on 22. He's made an impact in his first season here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Has Lemaire. Off the draw, that's scooped up, and Wallace on the move. Skip pass to McDonald, looking for the give and go. It's gone and went. And that rebound now tracked down by the Riverwolves, and they're struggling just to get it over that timeline. They zip it up and over. Looking for Alex Q. Instead, it's Deacon Knott, and a good outlet pass to Oro Mandeville and up to McDonald. McDonald will wait, look for some help, and his bounce pass is picked up, and it's Josh Gilray. Gilray will move it down. St. John one-on-one. He's going to work his strength in, try to bull his way. Good defense collapsing there, and that outlet pass a little far. But Andrew Ribka track it down. Dawson Brown, and a late hit will give possession here back to Paris as Kyle Dawson took a hard hit, and they'll move it on that left side. Start things off. Looking for an opening. Angus will work with Dawson. Dawson kicks it over, swings it over to Josh Rex. Rex nowhere to go. Dawson helps him out. Good defense and a move up there as a good chance as Nolan was looking for Graham. Nolan trying to follow that up. Good defense there on a pass probably ill-advised by Brandon Graham. Setting things up again is Lemaire. Lemaire will swing it over, and they'll work it on that left side. Angus, flip, and it's Eddie Renault. Renault peels out, 10 on the shot clock. That shot from way out by Lemaire. Easy save for Knott. And now here come the Outlaws. Aiden St. John. He'll swing it around. Haven't seen the offense get into a good rhythm yet for the Outlaws. Laskowicz give and go. Good connection there, and there's the finish we were waiting for. Alex Simons burying his 10th of the season. And we're tied 1-1. So a good job on the screen and roll. Executed to perfection, and that's one of the things when you have a Luke Laskowicz out there, he's a threat no matter where he is on that carpet. So a good job by Simons on a good roll and a better pass from Laskowicz, who has improved his facilitating skills throughout this season, and he continues to impress. Off the draw, battling for it, Zach McDonald. Instead, it's picked up by McDonald. He takes a solid hit from McDonald, and ball loose, flipped up over, and it's going to be an illegal cross-check call, so we're going to have our first power play of this game. Zach McDonald, the guilty party. So the Oshawa power play will go to work, working at just a 51% efficiency. But boy, oh boy, last game they had 9 power play markers. So Laskowitz at the top. They've got Gilmore on that right side with St. John. Sorry, on the left side. Right side is Josh Gilray. They'll work that interchange. And Alex Simons. Everyone get a touch. St. John tried to find that 5-hole. Good job by Cosgrove to smother that. And a minute and a half now left in the man advantage. Cosgrove's going to have to let this one go. And he does just that, lofting it into the corner to Big Q. Q dumped it, had Angus cutting. Q not really with the best pass, and now it's Ryan Nolan. Nolan will trot over the offensive line, and St. John will set things up. Nine and a half to go here, opening quarter. First power play of the game belonging to the Outlaws. As Laskowitz again will quarterback. We're under a minute in the power play. St. John, Laskowitz, 2-man game. Swing across on the skip. That shot knocked down. So good defense there by the Riverwolves, and they knock it over the timeline, and it's Agus. Agus working 1-on-2. He's going to look to burn some clock and does a good job doing that. And he'll take it back, and they'll hold on to it. Lemaire playing safety there with 10 on the shot clock. That shot from Agus blocked by Gilmore. And now the Outlaws with under 20 to go in the power play. One last chance here with the man advantage. They'll work at half boards left side, St. John. He'll size things up, one-on-one on the isolation. And he'll think better of it. Penalty is just about over. And Laskowitz with a bullet wide of the mark, and in transition, here goes Q. Going to take a lot. St. John on his heels. Q the big man. St. John with a great stick check. Outstanding work. As St. John, and there's going to be a delayed penalty coming to Q for goaltender interference, and Goddard will slow it up. Dylan Goddard out there. Simons now. He's going to look. Had a notion. Step in, and a good save by Cosgrove. Ball loose in the corner, and Outlaws will regain it. Tried to quick skip past to Gilray. Gilray looking behind the net. Good no-look pass, and beauty finish on the quick stick. So an outstanding job executing with the net empty, the Oshawa Outlaws. And they take a 2-1 lead. So not a power play marker, but certainly well executed on the no-look pass. And there's Simons right on the doorstep for his second of the game. And you give him that kind of time and space in that location, and he's going to bury it at least 9 out of 10 times off the draw. Riverwolves gain possession, and it's Dawson Brown. He'll peel back out and work it over to Renault. Renault swinging on that left side half boards. Angus looking for an opening. Finds Josh Rex. He'll kick it to Renault. Renault looking for an opening. Good defense by the Outlaws. Q is going to size it up. Not in this house, though. Deacon Knott makes an easy save, and he'll look to make the outlet, and they'll have to move it up in a hurry with Nolan to St. John. John St. John looking for an opening. Tests the D, sends it over to Cole Hanrahan. Hanrahan looking for a screen, working on Prince, loses it. Goes loose. St. John takes a bump, and a good job by Rogers to keep it in the offensive zone. And that's going to take us to our first officials timeout. We're going to take a short break. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena here on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we close out Week 4 in the Arena Lacrosse League with the Oshawa Outlaws and the Paris Riverwolves doing battle here. First quarter, and teams been sizing each other up. First meeting of the season between these two. And looking for an opening is Lemaire. Lemaire curls around, goes to the bounce. So Lemaire with a tough bounce shot off the sidearm and accuracy right in the top corner as he pockets his second of the game, and we're tied 2-2. You can see here, and I think the D cannot screen just a bit. Good job by Lemaire as he changes the angle of his shot, goes to the bounce, and that rises right up in that top corner as Knott goes down. So good shot selection. And we're all knotted up. Off the draw this time, it's Newbro. Newbro, good hesitation. Dumps it down low. Popping a good shot, not stop that. And just a little too handsy with the late check, so the possession will go back to Paris. So as you can see, Riverwolves in all black, black tops, black shorts. Outlaws, navy shorts, white shirts. Home team is wearing black. And looking for Dawson. What a save by Knott. And a quick stick in the air. Lemaire is on fire as he played that carom perfectly. Great save by Knott. But unfortunately, that rebound. And Lemaire was all over it for his third of the game. And takes some skill here, as you can see. Dawson with the initial shot, but not even letting that ball get cradled before he buried that in the far corner. So Lemaire has been a one-man show here. 3-2 lead, and he's been responsible for all 3 goals for the Riverwolves. Loose, Oriel Manderville, he'll pick that up in his second season. He's going to try to work through a couple, splits a couple defenders. Does a good job that way. He'll loft it up, wait for some help. Goddard, he'll swing it on over to that half boards on the right side, and Gilray will size up the situation. Gets the screen from Simons. Bounces off one. Good defense, Jamie McMahon. 5 on the shot clock. Pressure way out. Laskowitz got to let it go on target. St. John, easy offensive rebound. Fresh clock here for the Outlaws. St. John working one-on-one. Dawson Brown marking him, and good skip pass. Laskowitz, that's his spot over there, and good job by Cosgrove to cut that angle down. And now Paris will move it up over the timeline. Brown will dump it, peel it off. Rex now will test the defense on the run. Bounce shot again. This time Knott had the shoulder up and prepared for it, made the adjustment. And now in transition, the Outlaws, the chance. So Matt Brenzel so Lemaire, and I tell you, that's going to be a high-sticking penalty for sure. And Lemaire is down, and good to see him sit up in his own power, but he has really been a force here offensively for Paris. And good to see him up on his own power as the Riverwolves will get an opportunity with their first power play of the game. As you can see there, clear high stick. Looks like Wallace is going to be the guilty party. And it's not. Looks like Aiden Saint is headed to the penalty box. And that looks like that's going to go down as a 5-minute major. So a chance here for Paris to increase their 3-2 lead. Now I only see 2 up on the board. So we'll see what transpires there. So it looks like illegal cross-check. He's going to get 2 minutes, not the 5. Says crew chief Roger Nurse. And the Paris power play working at just a 36% efficiency rate. The penalty kill for Oshawa, almost 70%. So something has to give here. Rex out there on that right side. And they'll swing it over. Kyle Dawson working to Angus. Angus shot right on, picked up. Manderville bounces off a check. That's picked off by Rex. Manderville returns the favor and gets it up to Wallace. Wallace working with Nolan. 3-on-1 now, 3-on-2. Wallace, wrong stick side. He'll do what you should. Goes behind the net, and he's going to burn some clock. Lofted up, St. John. Right in the neutral zone. He'll bring it in. Shot clock at 5. So one shot clock working the other. That backhand pass probably ill-advised. No matter, though, the shot clock winding down as Q now will bring it in transition. St. John working him over. And now a minute to go in the man advantage for Paris. Angus at the top. He'll wait. Rex will float back in, and Lemaire back out on that floor. They'll wait. Kyle Dawson, left side. Swing it back around. Angus, backhand. Eddie Renault. He's going to take a shot. Good save by Knott. And a fresh clock here. 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Angus. He's going to work. Wrong stick side. Dump it down low to Lemaire. Lemaire curls back out. Swinging around to the left. Shooter spot. Partially blocked by Wallace. Good job by Dawson to track it down. 15 on the shot clock. And another one blocked again. Oshawa doing a good job getting the stick in the shooting lanes. And Dawson now. Dawson now from Renault working in that corner. McDonald battling in there. Nolan in there as well. Picked up Renault. No reset on the clock. Trying to get it to Angus. Renault finally comes out of the scrum, dumps it down. Dawson swing across. What a save, Deacon Knott. Man, he got that right arm out there and lightning quick to make that save. Dawson looking for the quick stick on the crease. Nothing doing, penalty over. Team's back to even strength. Dawson curls around, quick shot, tried to go 5-hole. Knott had to be on his game to make that save, and he did. It's Nolan now, countering the other way as we inch toward the 2-minute warning here, quarter number 1. Wrapping up week 4 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Dylan Goddard gets a step. Good Goddard pulls it back out. He'll swing it around. They'll work it on that left side. St. John. Kick it out. Laskowitz gets a step. Has some room, goes to the underhand. Cosgrove with the save. Ball loose in the corner. Simon's in there battling for it, and the Riverwolves come away with it. Luke Van Scheppen, he'll wait for some assistance. No numbers there. Minute and a half to go here, opening quarter. He'll flip, let the offense go to work here. Noah Seminelli swinging around. Van Scheppen, good stick fake. And no goal as he ran out of real estate, but great stick skills, and now it's Brenzel. He's going to log it over the timeline. Quick pass to Hanrahan, couldn't connect. Gilmore couldn't pick that up. Bailed out, though, that quick shot, probably by Harlech. Not the best shot selection, but St. John with the interception. Under a minute to go. John St. John, flip over, pick up. Big save there by Cosgrove. Crease violation. Possession will go to Paris. 50.9 seconds to go here, opening quarter, and it's Hunter Agus. Rex working the right side. Gets checked, trying to roll off one, flip out. Quick shot from Kyle Dawson. I tell you, Dawson, their money man, as he steps up to bury his 5th of the season. And a 4-2 lead now for the Riverwolves, as you can see some good job leaning in there by Rex, but it's that quick release from Dawson that got the job done. 34.3 seconds remaining here, quarter number 1. Off the draw, Manderville. And lucky to get away with that was Angus. Could have very easily been a high stick call. Simons didn't see the defender, and Angus knocked it away. 15 on the game clock. Kick out, St. John. Zip pass, and that went to no one, and now a chance here for Q. 5, game clock. Q into the empty net. Transition lacrosse at its finest. Alex Q with his first of the game, and it's 5-2 Paris. 2.7 seconds to go, quarter number 1. As you can see, Q, boy, he takes a couple strides and covers a lot of ground. And that time, pulling the goalie backfired on the Outlaws. And it's a 5-2 lead now. And that'll put an end to the first 15 minutes here at the ILA. 5-2 Paris. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after this. Back here at the ILA for second quarter action, 5-2 in favor of the Riverwolves as they put together a strong opening 15 minutes. The Outlaws, of course, off to a bit of a slow start as each team has had a power play opportunity, been unsuccessful. And it's really been Eric Lemaire for Paris with 3 of their 5 goals. For the Outlaws, Alex Simons responsible for all the scoring for the Outlaws, who come in as one of the top offensive rated teams in the Arena Lacrosse League. And off the draw, Riverwolves do a good job to get a hold of it, got to get it over the timeline and do so. A good job by Dawson Brown in transition now. Big shot by McDonald. And Zach McDonald testing Deacon not up to the task, and now it's Manderville. He'll get it to McDonald. McDonald flip, he'll retreat. Back to work Simons. working a Hanrahan. Cole Hanrahan swings that skip pass. Probably should have taken just a wee bit off of that. Too much zip on it. In transition, Paris get it up to Hunter Agus. Agus turns, fires, saved by Knott. And Deacon Knott will look to move it up in transition, and it's Strocher. Jake Strocher, he will retreat to the bench. Job well done. Laskowitz now half boards right side. That's his spot. Waits for the screen. Dumps it down low with Gilray. Josh Gilray in tight. Missed the net. Van Scheppen now runs into two, and that's going to be a penalty to the Outlaws. So Van Scheppen doing a good job tracking down that loose ball. And it looks like the Riverwolves will get a chance to go in the power play for the second time in this game. So slashing is the call, and Gilray is the guilty party. So Josh Gilray will spend a couple of minutes reflecting, and now the power play for Paris will go back to work. 0 for 1. Renault out there with Dawson on that left side, Angus at the top. Over on that right side, Lemaire down on that crease. Quick stick finish, and a good job there sliding over by Knott. And now Nolan's going to have to work it up, and does over the timeline. Ryan Nolan trying to beat Agus. Curls back out. He'll look, get it to Simons. Simons will slow things down. 1.5 minutes left in the penalty. Simons looking for the one-on-one matchup with Lemaire. Simons will lean in, swims his way closer. Alex Simons undressing guys. 2 defenders, beats Cosgrove. A shorthanded marker, 5-3. Third goal of the game for Simons. And this is just a great individual effort, as you knew it was a mismatch when Lemaire was on him. He just comes in, gets some help from Hunter Agus, but a half-hearted effort, easy swim move, and Simons buries the sidearm. 1:21 left in the penalty, and off the draw. Morgan and McDonald battling it. McDonald comes away with it. He's going to try to work his way around a defender. And Manderville draped all over him. And good job. He'll kick it back out. And Q now. He'll retreat as well, let the offense go to work. Minute left in the power play. Kick out. Angus gets a screen. Angus lets it go. Top corner. So you give up one, but you get one back, as that was just a BB in the top corner. Courtesy Marley Angus. And you can see good screen there. Plenty of room, and tough shot in that top corner on Knott. So the answer for the Riverwolves comes courtesy Angus, and it's a 6-3 game. Another good stick check. Van Scheppen the other way with Newbro. Newbro doesn't have the numbers, but tried to zip it to Angus. Angus took a bump and managed to get it back. Bailed out by Lemaire. Got it to Newbro. Newbro, quick shot saved by Knott. Knott now will look for the quick outlet, and he gets it. Nick Webb puts on the brakes. Does a good job to get it over to the O. He'll stay out there on offense, and it's Laskowitz. Luke Laskowitz. And defender looked like he blew a tire, Newbro, but that extra push is what did it. And possession will go back the other way to the Riverwolves. Renault. Zip it down. No work at half boards with the big man, Andy Campbell. And on the run, that shot from Angus stopped by Knott, and in tight, that one wide of the mark. So some good defense, as getting a chance there was Simonelli. And a fresh clock to work with for Paris. They'll work it around on that left side, looking for that big shot through the screen by Andy Campbell, but it didn't make it through. Campbell battling in there. Outlaws trying to fish their way out of it and swim their way out of it and doing a good job. Was Tristan Rogers, and a save by Cosgrove, and the call is possession, and we'll stay right here with the Outlaws. So just 3 goals so far for this high-powered Outlaws offense, as they just haven't found their groove yet. Gilray on the run, dump off. Laskowicz looking across. Quick stick finish, and as I say that, some masterful passing as Luke Laskowicz on the money to Jake Gilmore for the finish. It's 6-4. And you can just see here, and I tell you, the passing skills of Luke Laskowicz have improved quite a bit as he looking for the open man on that backdoor cut. Beauty play. Jake Gilmore with his first goal of the season. He's got 11 assists. So he's certainly been contributing here, as has everyone on this Outlaws offense. Off the draw. Oshawa with it. Wallace. He'll dump it over. Manderville. Take a look, get it to St. John. No numbers. Good decision. Under 10.5 to go here in this first half. Simons. Laskowicz has some room. Oh, you let him step in like that. That's danger, danger. And ball loose. Cosgrove left that stick dangling. And it's knocked away. St. John hockey. 5 on the shot clock, no matter. Picked up, moved up in a hurry by Dawson Brown. Dumps it down. Hunter Agus stopped. Agus battling for it. Agus has been outstanding in transition, has evolved from a defensive specialist into a transition player, and his offense much improved here in 2023. Kyle Dawson, their main man, 10 on the shot clock, gets a screen, dumps it over, quick shot by Rex. Goes off a helmet and into the Paris bench. So that will keep possession right here with Paris, and definitely plenty on the floor, and that attempt there. So I think you got to give credit to head coach Joe Hiltz for making that call, as he certainly didn't want anyone to know, but everyone was calling too many. And it was hard to deny when you saw 7 guys on the carpet. So we'll see here. So too many on the floor for the Riverwolves, and hence the reason why Joe Hiltz was yelling. And Oshawa now will get a chance with a man advantage for just the second time. So Laskowicz at the top, Simons and Gilray on that right side. On the left, you've got Gilmore and St. John. So veteran power play unit out there for Oshawa. St. John has all day to roll out wide of the mark, so no reset. Going to have to battle here for the loose ball. And Simons, Q, chasing, pressuring. Van Scheppen out there defensively. Laskowicz lets it go wide of the mark. That's going to be a violation. Q's going to try to jump on it. It's Van Scheppen. 3-on-2, backdoor, Van Scheppen. Pulls it back out and working some clock. D on him. Rogers with the stick check. And that's going to be a high sticking penalty right there by Ryan Nolan. So give Van Scheppen some credit, as he burned some clock and drew the penalty. And a quick jog to the sin bin for Nolan. And that power play that lasted under a minute is gone now. And in 50, just over 50 seconds, it'll be a power play for Paris. In the meantime, between time, 4-on-4, Lemaire getting worked over, and good defense there by McDonald. Ball loose, Manderville in the mix as well, as is Rex. Trying to fish that off the carpet. Lemaire in the bottom of that pile. Still working hard, and it's Lemaire trying to slink his way out. Shot clock goes off. Possession to the Outlaws. Saint. He'll dish it off, and now it's Simons. Simons, quick shot, looking for that 5-hole. Cosgrove had it close. Agus is gone on the transition. One hopper. Hunter Agus, wrong stick side, leans in and creased the call as he just tapped that, and Hunter Agus took exception, and he will find himself in the penalty box. So what started off as an Oshawa power play will now become that Oshawa power play. 17 seconds left in the initial penalty. Minute 6 in the second one. And now Hunter Agus. So in case you missed it, Brampton beat Whitby on Friday night 20-13 to improve to 4-0. They sit atop the Arena Lacrosse League standings. And this 4-on-3 here with Laskowitz, and boy, he's in tight. Gilray zipping it over to Gilmore. St. John right there. Dump over and crease through the crease and get it. And McMahon now will try to move it up quickly. Gilmore on him. Jamie McMahon in some trouble. Going to have to hurry. Tries to split two. Gets through the veteran. Keeps the legs moving, and a good job to get it in the offensive end. First penalty over. McMahon now will wait for some help. And not quite sure where that fourth defender was for Oshawa. Took him a while. Deacon Knott now up to Brenzel. Wrong stick side. He'll think better of it. Flip and give way to Laskowitz. Thought Laskowitz had a golden opportunity as he was just at the top of that dots, a step inside, and that's his strength. As he lets that one go, hasn't been able to find any consistency, and with 6:45 to go, it looks like that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. And we'll take a short break, and we'll be back here after this. Welcome back to the ILA here as we continue with quarter number 2.
Four for Oshawa, not 5.
Just getting some clarification on the scoreboard as they've got a 6-5 score. I believe it is 6-4 in favor of the Riverwolves. 52 seconds remaining in the Paris penalty to Hunter Agus. And a full 2 for the Outlaws. So that's corrected, and we're all set to go here. So Angus, and it's 4-on-4. So Angus out there with Dawson, Rex. And Simonelli. Just sorting things out here, and we will let everyone know what's going on as soon as we do. Looks like just adjusting some technicalities, all fixed, and that pass down to Dawson. Nolan on him, Kyle Dawson fishes that out, dumps it back to the top. Quick shot, Rex, wide of the mark. Rebound, Karam. Rex had it momentarily, now Manderville. He lost it. Rex looking to knock it back, he does. And hockey all around. Dawson and Manderville got away with that there, as it looked like a bit of a cross check while Dawson was on the carpet. So no call there, as Angus bounce shot. Deacon Knott closed that up. And looking for that buried deep in the pad. Here come the Outlaws. So 4-on-4 for another 20 seconds. And then Paris will go back to work with a man advantage. Simons giving him plenty of room, and he got a good shot off. Good save there by Cosgrove. And now speeding up is going to be Q. The Paris penalty over. They'll go to work with the man advantage. Just over a minute to go here in the power play. Angus at the top. Floating in there is Rex on that right side. Angus on the interchange. Kicking on over to Dawson. Sorry, to Renault. Renault, two-man game. Eddie Renault tried to go up. How about Deacon Knott on his knees, stuck the shoulder up, and made a good save there. And the outlet to Manderville. Oriel Manderville will look to work some clock here. 35 seconds in the man short. And he'll dump it down St. John. St. John, stick fake. Trying to get around Angus. Dumps it off to Gilray. Gilray now. 5 on the shot clock. St. John, quick shot, and just wide of the mark. And good heads up by McDonald to leave it and let it go. And heads up, you touch that ball after that whistle, that's a delay of game. So a good job by Wallace to recognize that. We're under 5 minutes here. And a dump out to Angus off the post. Good job by Renault to corral that rebound. And Angus now. Snap pass, quick stick. Lemaire, not this time. Deacon not close that off. Paris hustling to the loose balls. Snap that, skip Dawson. Left side, one-on-one. He's going to get pinned to the boards. Good roll out there. McDonald all over him. Dawson does a good job rolling away on the run. Snaps that pass across. Lemaire diving. What a save by Knott. Another quick one tested Deacon Knott as he was still on the carpet. So a couple big saves there, keeping the deficit just 2. Graham now down to St. John. St. John looking for a cutter, has Gilray. Gilray, though, tried the inside out. Cosgrove, good save there. And now here comes Q. Q's going to try to leg it. Gets by Laskowitz, has Rogers to beat. Q's going to let it go. Deacon Knott, good pad save. Back the other way, here comes, looks like Hanrahan, but it's not. It's Grandel. Grandel will put on the brakes, hit the trailer, and Simons looking for Hanrahan. Nothing doing there. Laskowitz settled things down, dumps it back out. Gilmore, quick shot underhand wide of the mark. Ball loose now, and Malcolm Ford's going to jump all over it. Ford thinks better of it. He's going to pull it out, wait for some help, and he'll flip and retreat. And here's the big man, Andy Campbell. Campbell, one to beat, gets a screen on the roll. Campbell's shot off the post. Couldn't have been the post, must have been a save. No reset. Down low and wide open, but not able to haul it in was Simonelli, and we're going to have another penalty, and I'm sure Andy Campbell's going to even that off with that body check. So we could have coincidentals here. Going to have one for sure. As Matt Brenzel's going to make his way, and like we said, Andy Campbell as well. So it'll be 5 aside here with 2:47 remaining in the second quarter. 6-4 in favor of the Riverwolves here. Oshawa with possession. St. John, facilitator. He'll curl around, gets the screen. St. John, point blank and just wide of the mark. So a couple of the gunners for the Outlaws in St. John's and Laskowitz haven't really found their accuracy quite yet. No reset on the clock. There is a reset. St. John's and Simons. Simons, skip pass. Going to the underneath move, but a good save by Cosgrove on that underhand from Dylan Goddard. And that pass will find Lemaire. So Lemaire, great hustle as he outworks Nolan to get that errant pass. And Lemaire now took a nap though. And McDonald scooped it up. McDonald gets a step. Going in wrong side, picks the corner. What an effort from Ben McDonald as he pockets his first, and it's a big one. And that'll close the gap now to 6-5. So Lemaire, I guess, had a, not quite sure why, he thought the defender was gone, but McDonald right on him. Stripped that ball, and then it was a foot race. And I tell you, with those big strides, you're not catching McDonald, and he pockets that one wrong stick side, but in the far corner for his first. Off the draw, Paris controls, and it's Brown. They'll make offensive changes, set up their O, and swing it on over. Angus looking down, quick pass, and crease the call there as Rex had to toe on the line. And now it's Webb. Webb will get over the timeline, set things up as we are into a minute and a half left here, second quarter. Laskowitz gets some room, curls around, dumps it down. Gilmore finds Hanrahan. Hanrahan with a good fake, but interference the call. And possession the other way to the Riverwolves, and it's Ruddy. Nolan Ruddy. He'll work it just a bit and then dump it off. He'll find the bench, and Renault will swing it around, and they'll move it to the right side half boards. That shot well wide of the mark by Simonelli. And now here comes McDonald. McDonald, he'll curl out. Flip to Nolan. Nolan now with under a minute to go here. 20 on the shot clock, so some time for Oshawa to set up for a good shot. Gilray gets a screen, nothing doing on the roll. Laskowitz swinging around St. John. St. John, no look pass. Simons, and he mishandled it. And going to be a foot race. Violation. Paris now with a chance, and it's Angus. Angus. Hunter Angus off the crossbar. Manderville had it, lost it, and going to have a too many men on the floor call, I believe. Or unless they called a timeout prior to that, and with 18.6 seconds left, we will have a timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back here, the ILA, after this. Back here as we've got 19 seconds left in the opening half. Just in case you missed it, yesterday's scores: Six Nations Snipers defeating the Peterborough Timbermen 16-10. They improve their record now to 1-2. Toronto over Ohsweken in a penalty-filled affair. That was 19-13 the final there. So Toronto, impressive. They go to 3-1. So here are the Riverwolves now, trying to capitalize before the end of the half. They'll work it around till it gets to 10. It's at 10. Look for them to go now. Lemaire sizing it up. Kicks it out. Campbell's quick shot off the crossbar. And now Manderville's going to hurry on the empty net, and he scores! Oriel Manderville, and looks like they'll wave it off. I thought it may have crossed that goal line in time, but the fellas in stripes say and we have played 2 quarters, 1 half. We'll be back with the third quarter after this break. Back here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Week 4 in the Arena Lacrosse League coming to a close. First half. An entertaining opening 30 minutes. 6-5 the score in favor of the home side, the Paris Riverwolves, and off the draw. That ball loose, tapped away, and holding on to that is Cosgrove now. He'll look to send Q away. Q now with Wallace on him and going to have to hurry. Zips it out. That gets picked off. And the Outlaws now with a little bit of zip in their step here to open this third. Big underhand from McDonald. Stopped by Cosgrove. Cosgrove now outlet to another McDonald. This time it's tracked down, though, by Nolan. And McDonald will move it up over the timeline, flip and retreat. So the Outlaws, with their main gunners in Luke Laskowitz and John St. John, have been quiet in that opening half, and their team trailing only by 1. So you got to like where you're at if you're Joe Hilton Company. Probably would like the accuracy on some of the shots to improve. As Laskowitz now, half boards right side, snap over St. John. St. John ducks into one, goes to the sidearm, good save Cosgrove. Rebound, St. John knocks it, keeps it alive, and it's right there on the crease, but too much was Gilray. And McDonald tangled up there. And Agus now will move it up for the Riverwolves. Paris with their first offensive look here in quarter number 3. Swing it over to Renault on the left side. Eddie Renault gets a screen, looking for the big man Campbell. Campbell one-hands it, tries to go for the wraparound. Nothing doing there, crease the call, and here come the Outlaws the other way with Brenzel. Matt Brenzel, he will flip and find the bench, and now it's good Goddard. Goddard working one-on-one, gets a screen from Gilmore on the run. That bounce shot wide of the mark. And loose, St. John tracks that down. And a fresh clock here for the Outlaws. Gilmore trying to turn the corner, looking for something, has nothing, and just puts it toward that net. St. John read it well, couldn't pocket the carom. So here come the Riverwolves now the other way. Quick pass over 1-2 top corner. Kyle Dawson. Kyle Dawson out of nowhere, out of that back door to pocket his second goal of the game. 8th of the season. And just a good heads-up pass here, and that was the difference. And when you can find your teammate on the money, make it easy with Deacon Knott at Dawson's mercy. So John Herder picks up the assist on the Dawson goal. And now Paris back to work. Good defense as Nolan now working it up. No numbers, though, as the transition D from the Riverwolves was good. They'll work it down. Laskowitz. 7-5 to score. Laskowitz looking to turn the corner. Good stick check. Some help as they double team, close it off. In the slot! So Nolan, good heads up play as he slipped into that vacant area when he saw the double team coming to Laskowitz and made it easy by creating a passing lane, and you can see there as he slips into the hole. And a good job by Laskowitz to find him. Point blank, goes to the bounce. They get that one back, 7-6. So Ryan Nolan with his first of the game, and contributions all around for these Outlaws as, like I said, they haven't gotten much from their big gunners, but other guys are stepping up here. Ball still loose on the boards in front of the Oshawa bench. And it's more than a scrum, as it still continues to bounce around there. And Webb had it momentarily, and now Van Scheppen. Van Scheppen had a notion. He'll swing it back over. They'll set things up on the right side and wait for Eddie Renault. Renault swinging around, and it's Angus. Looking up high and skying for that. Not able to finish the quick stick, though, was Simonelli. And that's going to go back, and no violation. And possession to Paris here under 11 minutes to go, third quarter. Dawson, he will survey the situation with 15 on the shot clock, get it over to Renault. Renault will reverse his pivot and come back behind the net, 10 on the shot clock. Renault dumps it out. Quick shot from Lemaire on target. Rebound picked up Van Scheppen. He's got a chance here. Van Scheppen takes a hard hit. Good save by Knott. And Oshawa now with McDonald will try to move it up over the timeline. Just in the nick of. And Laskowitz will settle it down. St. John. He'll swing it over. Laskowitz now on the right side. Looking for that screen. The rolls there. Hanrahan. Hanrahan. Beauty fake. Better save by Cosgrove. So a good job there on a golden opportunity, but Cosgrove standing tall to keep Hanrahan at bay. Q now loses it. Gets bailed out, though, and it's Rex. Rex trying to turn the corner. Dump out. And a beauty finish from Angus. So give Rex some credit as he drew the D and dumped it off. Angus with the beauty finish. You can see there, and it's all about sharing the wealth. And when the guy's wide open right there on a good cut by Angus, as he just floated in there and buried it. First of the game, 7th of the season. And off the draw, Q had it. And interference going to be the call. And in possession will go to Oshawa. So the 2-goal lead restored by Paris. And Oshawa looking for another answer. St. John. He'll wait for the rest of the offense to come out in Simons. Laskowitz, no look, but tough quick stick finish for Gilmore. And now here comes Agus. Hunter Agus. 1 to beat, now 2. Right stick side, rolls, waits for the trailer. Nothing doing, swims his way closer. Hunter Agus reaching over, but couldn't tuck it in that far corner. Good job battling. Dawson in there with Agus battling for it, and that's going to be a interference call. Possession to the Outlaws. And Brandon Graham, he's going to trot, look and wait for some help. Dumps it down, and Gilmore will settle it and start the offense. Jake Gilmore, screen and roll with St. John. Nothing doing there. Zips it over to St. John. Tough one. Does a good job to handle that. Karam. John St. John. Dump off. Wide open on that crease is Gilray, and his underhand squeaks through. So, boy, John St. John with a third eye on the side of his head to make that pass, and it wasn't a pretty finish, but an effective one as it dribbled through the wickets on Cosgrove. So you can see Gilray with the underhand falling away. Just his second goal of the season, but it's a timely one, and it closes the gap back to 1-8-7 Paris. Off the draw. McDonald had it, took a hit, and possession will stay right here with Paris. And Paris now with Dawson Brown. Dawson Brown in the double team as McDonald and Manderville doing the work. Good help from Eddie Renault, came all the way on his wrong stick side to help. And Paris, now that shot deflected and will go into the Oshawa bench. Didn't get touched, and possession to the Outlaws. St. John. John St. John had that opening momentarily. He's got Jamie McMahon on him. Then the switch was looking across to Laskowitz. Nothing doing there. And now it's Q going to move it up. Q runs into a defender. He's going to pop it back and let the O go to work here, and it's Angus. Angus, filter over to Dawson, but it said Angus! Hunter Angus roaming around that crease, buries it, and it's 9-7. Can't say enough about the improvement offensively that Hunter Angus has gone through. A bit of a transformation as he's just on the spot, right place, right time. No chance for Deacon not from that close range. And it seems like when Oshawa answers, Paris has another answer, and off the draw, you see Morgan and his helmet gets taken off. So Paris not happy about it. They feel like there is no chin strap done up, and the helmet came off with incidental contact. But the officials disagree. So it looks like there's going to be a high stick and an illegal cross-check to call. So Manderville is going to find his way to the penalties. It'll end up coincidental minors, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League on JVI. Back here, set to go after our officials' timeout. Just under 7.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Paris holding a 2-goal lead. They have led in each quarter, 5-2 after one, 6-5 at the break. It's now 9-7. So these two teams continue to go blow for blow, round for round. Angus works it right away to Dawson. Dawson looking for the dump off. They'll swing it around to Rex. Rex looking for Lemaire. Lemaire for a cutter. That's pass ill-advised. Nolan does a good job, knocks it down. But Dawson tracks it down. No reset. Shot right on. Scooped up by Knott. And Knott with an outlet pass to McDonald. McDonald has Saint with him. And Laskowitz on the other side. McDonald to Saint. Saint to the bounce. Short side. Nothing doing. Crease the call, and back the other way. Probably a pass. Should have gone to their gunner in Luke Laskowitz. Q. Sizing up. Q looking. Skip pass across to Renault. Renault draws a crowd. He'll roll out, and a quick bounce shot. That'll go wide. Good job to track that down. And reset on the play, so luckily for Paris. And Angus, good save, not rebound. Right point blank off the crossbar, so a chance for Renault, but he comes up with iron. Graham now. Laskowitz, that left side. Graham's underhand wide of the mark. St. John back there for safety. He'll pick it up. Good pass over. Looking for it back, give and go. And a beauty save by Cosgrove as point blank was Adam Haralek. And a good piece of goaltending there. Now the numbers for the Riverwolves. Van Scheppen. Agus with the fake. Crying for too many on the floor. Agus was looking for Dawson. Found Van Scheppen. He'll have to work it. Van Scheppen tiptoes in. Takes a hard hit. Bounces off. Still has it. Gets it back. It's Agus off the post. Rebound to Rex. Angus again. Tried to skip it down. Dawson picked it up off the boards. He'll bring it back out, curl around the dots, looking for an opening. Runs into St. John, and now the Outlaws have a 2-on-1. Graham, St. John, Nolan trailing. Switch sides. Bad pass, though, not able to get it to St. John, but Crafty is number 7. Gets that hesitation move. Diving. Good save by Cosgrove. So another opportunity for the Outlaws, and the Riverwolves answer. We're under 5 minutes to go here, quarter number 3. Ruddy. He'll flip Lemaire now. End-to-end action. Outstanding goaltending. And it's Big Andy Campbell. Campbell dumps it over. Quick shot underhand. Nothing doing, as that was well wide of the mark from Simonelli. And here comes Saint. Aiden Saint. Grandel jumping in the rush. 4-on-2. And underhand goes. Beauty finish for Brenzel, as timely it is. We've got a 1-goal game. Just good transition offense by the transition team. Saint, very patient, dumps it off, and I thought that wide open down on the crease they had a man in Grandel, but obviously the result still what the Outlaws were looking for. Under 4.5, back to a 1-goal game. Riverwolves trying to even their record to 2-2. The Outlaws trying to remain unbeaten at 3-0. Trying to go to 4-0. Flip. McDonald into a stick. Q on him. 2 big guys. Quick shot, and Cosgrove has it in the armpit. And Q now will look to move it up. And they got to get over the timeline. Newbrow. Good fake to get over the timeline. He'll hold on to it and wait for some help. Gets it in Renault. Beauty passing, but Deacon not right where he should be. There to stymie 77 Josh Rex. Back comes Webb. Webb will remain out there on offense. Simons now working to the right side. Has St. John on the left. St. John gets some room and probably could have moved in another step or two. Saved by Cosgrove. Agus on the run. Countering the other way are the Riverwolves. They have numbers. More crying for too many. A lot of counting going on. Needs to be more playing. Lemaire. Skip pass. Campbell. No look. Nothing doing on the connection. 10 on the shot clock. Agus behind the net. Lemaire tried to tuck it. Deacon not. Read that one like a book. Closed off that left side. And nobody wants Lemaire near that net. And they're going to have to take that back there as Oshawa was quietly advancing up the floor. And the Outlaws now will get it started here with Josh Gilray. Third quarter, 1-goal game. Hanrahan will dump it. Laskowitz working on that right side. Laskowitz looking for an opening, kicks it to St. John. Skip back. Hanrahan's going to let that go. Cole, Handy Hanrahan has tied this game at 9. First goal of the game for Hanrahan. And I tell you, the kid can certainly snipe. Good feed again from St. John, and from way out he changes the angle and goes from the sidearm to the overhand, and that was the difference there for Hanrahan. So if you're Joe Hiltz and the coaching staff for Oshawa, you still haven't gotten a whole lot of goals from your dynamic duo, but facilitating is the main thing as Van Scheppen trying to get past McDonald, pass back, bailed out, swing around left side. Angus. Renault trying to turn the corner. Renault's shot wide of the mark. That'll go up, touch nothing, picked up, and it's Manderville. Manderville, quick pass up to Nolan. Nolan in the offensive end. No numbers, though, for Oshawa, as they'll wait, and Simons will settle things down. St. John to a cutter in Haralak, not able to connect. Laskowicz filtering out, 10 on the shot clock. St. John, skip pass and had Simons, not able to connect. Laskowicz going to have to get one on target, and he does. Off the stick, St. John's picks up the rebound. So John St. John doing all those little things, including gobbling up loose balls, and the backhand pass not able to connect as Gilray wasn't able to get it. Simons now inside out, has that block. Laskowicz, point blank, wide of the mark, and that's going to carry him. Jamie McMahon's going to hustle, and we're going to have a delayed penalty here, and it looks like it's going to be a call against the Outlaws as Luke Laskowicz hangs his head and looks awfully guilty, and he will go to the penalty box. So momentum just when it was on the side of the Outlaws now, a chance for Paris with just their third power play of the game. There's only been 4 penalties called in this game, so a well-played game now, and it's Renault. Renault and Dawson on that left side. Angus at the top. Rex, Lemaire on that right side. That shot by Renault. Sorry on the left. He'll kick it back out. Fresh clock. Paris will work it. Tightening up that offense. Quick shot, and it trickles in. So sneaking that one in was Kyle Dawson. That's his 3rd goal of the game. More importantly, 2nd power play goal for the Riverwolves, and they take a 10-9 lead. A tough angle and pretty tricky play there as you see Dawson waited, outwaited not, waited for him to commit, and then bounced that right into the 5-hole. Not had a piece of it, but it trickled through for the goal. Just over a minute left here, 3rd quarter. And off the draw, so vital, discipline the key as special teams here could be the deciding factor in this game. Gilmore, he'll wait for St. John. They'll work the 2-man game left side. Gilmore on the run, nothing doing on the roll, back to St. John. St. John snaps it. Laskowicz looking for that trifecta. Instead, rebound picked up. No reset despite 2 clocks going different times. And ducking in is Simons. Saved there by Cosgrove. Keeps it on the right side of the goal line. And Paris now with time winding down here in this 3rd quarter. Brown, he'll flip, and it's Angus. Angus getting chased. Gonna have to worry. Angus will peel back out. Game clock winding down. Renault with the shot, stopped. And Deacon Knott will try to go for the empty netter, and time will expire as the Riverwolves, with a late power play marker, they restore that 1-goal lead. We're headed to the final 15 here at the ILA. 10-9 game. We'll be back after this. Welcome back as we get locked and loaded for fourth quarter action. Just want to remind our viewers, the all YouTube channel. Just go to Arena Lacrosse League channel and the numerical number 3, and you should be able to pull up the games archived and enjoy. So the all YouTube channel, brought to you by JVI. 10-9 game here. And that violation will give possession to the Riverwolves here to open this fourth quarter. And what has been a round for round, blow for blow affair. And Paris now dumping it back out. That pass to Renault was behind him, and now it's Nolan. Heads up on the back door. Nolan. Agus doing a good job. St. John filtering out, not able to get that. And Cosgrove will scoop it up, and he'll look to move it up. Out of the crease, got to be aware, and he lets that go. The length of the carpet, but Rex is there, but he misplays it. And here come the Outlaws. Good job by Graham. Laskowitz now. St. John. Laskowitz will head over to his spot. St. John ducks into one underhand, stopped by Cosgrove. He'll look to move it up, and it's Agus. Agus zips it to McDonald. McDonald out the back door, and nothing doing with Rex as he'll flip it to Angus. And Angus now working one-on-one. Gets a step, pulls it back, hesitates, goes back again. That one looked like it went off the crossbar. And rebound now to the Outlaws. Renzel, they have numbers. Simons had a trailer in Gilray, and he couldn't pocket that, and now it's Malcolm Ford. Zips it up to Ruddy. The transition team, Ruddy inside out, well wide of the mark. That will go up and into the, well, off the rafters anyway, and possession to the other way to the Outlaws. Nolan will give way, and Gilmore now. They'll work it left side. St. John, no look and quick stick. Cosgrove got the wickets closed just in time as Gilray almost had a timely goal there, as Q now will work it up. Dawson, and they'll swing it over to Campbell. Campbell looking for that screen from Van Scheppen. He'll lean in, uses size, takes a couple whacks, turns around, goes to the bounce, not with the save. Rebound picked up Dawson. Dawson now with a fresh clock to work with for Paris. He'll pull it back out, swing it around, and it's Q. Q out there playing some offense. He'll lean in, look for a shot. Good defense there as they collapse and close that off. And he'll flip to Renault. Renault quick to Van Scheppen. Van Scheppen, he'll work one-on-one, takes a check, tried to duck under, got taken away. And here goes Oshawa in alone. McDonald. And an easy save there for Cosgrove. Back the other way, Riverwolves. Lemaire bounces off a check. Agus, good job to corral that high ball and bring it in with the one hand, and Renault. Eddie Renault been awfully quiet in this game. Gets it to Lemaire. Lemaire was red hot in the first half, cooled off since. That shot deflected wide of the mark, and Angus putting some pressure on Nolan. Nolan will work it up to Wallace. Wallace had St. John for a split second. Ill-advised anyway, as they'll move it back to Simons. One-on-one with McMahon on him. Simons won't take advantage of that mismatch. Laskowitz, and they'll work it down to Hammerleck, and he goes for the crease dive. So I tell you, these Outlaws, they got some guys that are taking a nap earlier, but they have since woken up. And Adam Haralak, one of those guys, quiet for the first three quarters, and he comes up with the tying goal here in the fourth. You can see there just a good crease dive, and that's a bit of an art. You got to have the timing and the athleticism to be able to avoid that crease, yet still extend enough to get an advantage on the netminder. Off the draw, Oshawa feeling a little momentum here. They have not led in this game. Wallace will work it down to St. John. St. John's got Van Scheppen on him, and that's going to be, I guess, the ball bounced up on the hand. And Van Scheppen now to McDonald. McDonald with Q. 2-on-2. McDonald will think better of it and pull it out. Wise decision, as he'll get some pressure from Brenzel. Angus has logged a lot of time on the carpet today. Done a good job at the top. Kyle Dawson, big save by Naughty Knot. Ball loose now near the timeline. Graham fishes it out, and he'll work it in the offensive end. Has Nolan with him. St. John filtering out, but a good cross-check from Malcolm Ford as in there battling, and Angus helping him. And Gilray tiptoeing, goes to the backhand. Josh Gilray pulling that one out of his bag of tricks, and the first lead of the game for the Outlaws, 11-10. Second goal of the game for Gilray, and Angus just lost it. Gilray does a good job, fish it out, avoids the crease, and then goes to the backhand with Cosgrove leaning the other way. So a good choice on the shot selection, better execution, and an 11-10 lead here for the Outlaws. Got a little jump in their step now. We'll see if the Riverwolves can answer. In transition, they have numbers. Angus goes to the shot, and Deacon not in my house, as he keeps that from going over the goal line, and Oshawa now can counter the other way. McDonald, he'll get it over the timeline, and a chance here for Oshawa to really snatch that momentum here as we inch closer to the 10-minute mark, fourth quarter. Laskowitz been quiet as far as goals go, and that's going to be an interference call. Possession will go up the other way to the Riverwolves. Paris, though, has had an answer each and every time Oshawa's had a question. We'll see here if they can't respond again. Lemaire takes a good hard cross-check from Rogers, dumps it down. Campbell on the doorstep, kicks it out. Angus didn't have the angle. Campbell tiptoeing around that crease, dumps it back out. Renault had not down, but not able to get the bounce shot, and right off the bat in transition, they're going to call that one back. Just too much going on, too early, and the officials get a hold on things. Nolan. Simons bounces off one. He has room, goes to the overhand. Cosgrove to save. Good outlet pass, and it's Angus. He's gone. And Angus takes a hard hit. Well timed by Saint. And that's just two big bodies colliding there as Angus slow to get up. And that one intercepted, and Deacon Knott has no stick. Van Scheppen. McMahon looking for an opening. Dumps it down low. Easy finish. Paris. Give them credit. They saw the opportunity and capitalized. Good heads-up play by Jamie McMahon as he managed to take his time here. Van Scheppen with the initial interception, and you can see the stick just exploded. And McMahon moves in, dumps it to the big man Q on a no-look, and an easy open net for Q to bury his second of the game. So Alex Q has stepped up for the Riverwolves. We're tied 11-11 here with just over 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Thanks for tuning in here on this Sunday afternoon, as we've got a good one here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. Week 4 in the Arena Lacrosse League wrapping up. And ball loose. And still loose. And a good pickup there by Wallace. And he loses it, gives it to Angus. Angus, good speed, gets a step. Angus goes to the bounce, and it squeaks through. Oh my, Marley Angus with his second of the game. He's got 8 on the season. And there is no substitute for speed as Angus got that step. And when he got that little half step on Nolan, He was gone. And one of the benefits, go to your stick side as that bounce shot through the wickets of Deacon Knott. And the Riverwolves regain that 1-goal lead off the draw. Back come the Outlaws. And they're going to call a penalty on that play, and I'm not quite sure a penalty's warranted as far as the trip goes. I think Newbro looked like he got hit into Morgan. And that's certainly the way it appeared from this vantage point, but Stripes have a better angle. And you can see that Deacon Knott is going to get himself a new stick to work with. And Oshawa is going to have possession here, trailing by a goal. And 8:41 to play. So penalty will give the Outlaws a much-needed power play, only their second of the game. So very disciplined have been the Riverwolves. Laskowitz at the top. Simons out there with Gilray on that right side. Gilmore, St. John on the left. No look for Gilray. They connect, but not a good angle. St. John is going to inch his way in on the interchange. The dive. Cosgrove got the arm out. Gilray's dive was wide of the mark, and that outlet way over top of Van Scheppen, as he'd have to be a 7-foot plus to haul that one down. And back the other way come the Outlaws. Laskowitz. Again, he'll send it down to Gilray, and they'll get Simons back out there on that right side. Laskowitz, underhand wide of the mark, rebound picked up. Gilray had it momentarily. Van Scheppen knocked it out, and Angus had it. Laskowitz, good job, bats it to St. John. St. John, get and go, gotta hurry. Shot clock winding down, gets a good shot off. Gilray with the body, good box out, but the Riverwolves come away with it. Gonna have to move, and a good zip and a pass, almost a end-to-end connection. And Oshawa now will bring it back the other way with just 35 seconds left in the power play. McDonald will flip. And Laskowitz had it on the hidden ball trick, but that slash got away with it. St. John now put the head down. Shovel pass. Simons underhand. Should have went with the overhand. Would have had a better chance. And either way, that is going to take us to what it appears to be our final officials timeout. And we will take a quick break. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League here on JVI. Back here with just over 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter. And the Riverwolves with possession deep in their own end. 16 seconds to go in the man short. Q and McDonald. Q's going to have to dump it off, and he does to Angus. Good job by Angus, and the door just closed in time, but Angus lost it. And possession now to Oshawa, trying to take advantage. Gilray Simons tucks that in. Alex Simons delivering when he needs to. A big goal has tied it at 12. Simons, just a handful. You get him in that slot area. Boy, he's hard to move. Gilray does a good job to attack, get it to him in that position, rolls off a check and just gets Cosgrove leaning and pockets it in the far corner. Simons has led the way for the Outlaws with 4 goals. He's got 13 on the season. And now off the draw. Newbro. And Newbro probably not too happy. That was the same kind of play he got called on, but Wallace. Stick check, St. John, quick stick. Good job by Cosgrove. Cut down the angle. Back comes Van Scheppen. Van Scheppen will elude a couple defenders, pull it back out, and an easy flip to Lemaire. Lemaire returns the favor. They swing it around to Angus on the left side. Angus, going to be a delayed penalty coming to the Outlaws. Angus. Cosgrove makes the long jaunt, but shot clock winding down to 5. Going to need a shot here. Angus. Angus gets it off, and Deacon Knott with a good save there. But an ill-advised penalty is going to give the Riverwolves their 4th power play of the game. They've had 1 each quarter. They are 2 for 3. They've also given up a shorthanded marker. So with 5:44 to go, pivotal time here for Paris and an opportunity here to retake the lead. Renault out there at the top, Angus and Dawson on the left side, Lemaire and Rex on the right. Rex in that right shooter spot interchange. Renault, skip pass, look, and a quick shot. Deacon Knott close that off. Does a good job to pick it up. Webb is gone. One hopper. And Q back defensively. Webb's not in any hurry right now with 1.5 minutes to go in the man short. Webb will burn some clock here. 15 on the shot clock, and it's Laskowitz. Dangerous at all times. Short or even. Can shoot from anywhere. Tremendous accuracy. Good save, Cosgrove. Out of position, no, and almost a beauty dunk. But now Agus going to try to race and track it down. Knocks it to himself. Does a good job. No help, though, as he turns the corner, rolls, goes the other way. Nolan trying to chase him down. They double him up against the end boards. Agus with 10 on the shot clock, trying to knock it to a teammate. Dawson helping him out. Comes away with it. 5 on the shot clock. Dawson going to have to shoot it. He does! Kyle Dawson! Money in the bank. Good effort, and give that goal to Hunter Agus for his effort. But boy, Kyle Dawson with his 4th of the game. You talk about coming to the aid of his teammate, and that's what you do. Lemaire there as well, but Agus just hanging on, and Dawson crafty as he comes out of there, bounces off a check, and just a quick shot. I don't think that Knott even saw that. And a 13-12 lead for the Riverwolves. Angus off the draw. Angus gets a step, tried to go bounce, saved by Knott. So defensively a good play as Angus had someone hanging all over him, and now it's Rogers. He'll race down looking for Laskowitz, gets it to Goddard, and they'll swing it around, and Laskowitz now the recipient here. Has some room, goes to the bounce, hasn't been able to find that groove in this game. And now it's Jamie McMahon. Puts his head down, and he'll move it up. Van Scheppen. Under 4 minutes to go here. Had a cutter in Renault, thought better of it. Van Scheppen working one-on-one with Laskowitz. Laskowitz tighten the D, gets a screen from Renault on the roll. Renault wide open. Good save by Deacon Knott. Shot out that left shoulder. Beauty save. Angus, though, battling two defenders, comes away with the loose ball, and he's had himself an outstanding game here. Marley Angus. And a good job to bail him out. Van Scheppen now going to have to work as he goes into the boards. Renault there to back up his teammate. Van Scheppen comes away with it. Laskowitz on him. 5 on the shot clock. Renault lets it go on target. Not the save. Look for the outlet. Nothing doing there. They'll play the safe way and move it up with Laskowitz. Under 3 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Hanrahan. He's going to let that go. Good save there by Cosgrove on a good shot from Hanrahan. He'll work it around to that side with Simons. Simons turning the corner. Goes to the overhand. Alex Simons. Bulge in the twine one more time. Alex Simons, boy, he has been on a mission here. That's his 5th goal of the game, taking the feed from Hanrahan, and once he turns this corner, boy, he gets something on that shot as Cosgrove can only watch it sail over his shoulder and into the back of the net. 2:34 to go here, and we're tied one more time. Lucky 13s. Off the draw, Oshawa had it momentarily in Morgan, and now McDonald. Newbro hounding all over, trying to push him over the timeline. McDonald does a good job to stay on the offensive side. St. John now. John St. John. Quick shot. Good save, Cosgrove. He'll look for the outlet. Instead, he'll float one over, and they'll bring it up and move it up with Brown. And a quick shot from the wrong stick side, though, in Angus, and that pass picked off. Paris now with under 2 minutes to go. Settle it down with Angus. Lemaire in the corner. Swing it around. Looking for an opening, thinking better of it. And they get it back to the top. 15 on the shot clock. Working the left side with Dawson. Screen and roll, and Angus not able to hold on to that. Nolan comes away with it, and he'll send away Webb. Q on D with Ford. Webb, he'll think better of it. As we are in money time right here, could be next goal wins. As Laskowitz now, 1-on-1. Agus on him. Bounces off. Laskowitz looking for the flip. Had Simons, not able to corral it in the dotted circle. Paris picks it up. They've got numbers. McMahon on the run. Has Q with him. Hits Q. Q shot. Stopped by Knott. And interference call. Manderville on a late hit on Agus will give possession back to Paris. Under a minute to go here. Tied at 13. Paris will be very deliberate here. Rex. He'll pop back out. Lemaire looking for something. He'll reverse and go to the other side. Dump it back to no one. Picked up. Oshawa on the turnover. Got a chance here. Got numbers. 2-on-1. Aiden Saint. Wrong stick side. Saint dumps it over. Had McDonald not able to connect, but how about that hustle from Gilmore? Time winding down. 15 on the shot clock. St. John. Game clock winding down as well as Laskowitz tried to quick stick. Nothing doing. Gilmore runs into Van Scheppen, and now it's Q. Q 1-on-1. Q with a chance here to win the game. Q scores with 2.6 seconds to go. Man, oh man. Transition lacrosse, fastest game on 2 feet. Alex Q with his 3rd goal of the game, and boy, you could see he saw the time and he put on the jets here, and those strides, no chance for Wallace to contain him as the big man just made a move and nothing Deacon Knott could do right there. 2.6 seconds, 14-13 the lead for Paris, and the draw is going to do it, and that's the game. So an outstanding lacrosse game here at the ILA. 14-13 the final as the Riverwolves hand the Outlaws their first loss of the season. Oshawa will fall to 3-1. Paris will improve to 2-2. That will put a wrap on week 4 of the Arena Lacrosse League. Want to remind you, tune into the all YouTube channel, Arena Lacrosse League channel and the number 3. On behalf of our entire crew, JVI, the Arena Lacrosse League, we just want to remind you that here in the all, every child matters. We'll see you next week.